Hi, I'm Andrew Bronkema, and the company that I'm doing my research paper on and presentation is Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is a company that is based out of Dallas, Texas. They are rated by Forbes as one of the best companies in customer service and one of the best employers. They have posted 47 years of consecutive profits, and their business model is they're pretty much a no-frills airline. It's easy to change your flights if you need to. They have no luggage fees, and they're basically priding themselves in knowing that they're going to get you to your destination on time. That's not to say they don't have their problems, because they do. Here are their issues and recommendations. Because of COVID-19, a lot of people don't want to fly any airline, and the challenge that Southwest Airlines, along with many other airlines, is going to be to get people back in the air. So what Southwest can do is learn to educate passengers, and the part of that is going over the process in which you decontaminate a plane um, after a flight, and that goes to also changing the HEPA filters regularly, as well as pointing out how air is recycled on the plane, which a lot of people have the misconception is really dirty, and which in fact it's not as dirty as people think it is. Another thing that is a problem is the MAX 8 groundings. During the pandemic, Southwest came out and said they would have loved to have leaned on the MAX 8, but because of the groundings, they can't. And the reason they want to is because of the fuel efficiency and the range of the aircraft. So what they need to do is they need to continue to work with Boeing for a fix. And by a fix, this is to get rid of the MCAS system, which has been causing the false alarm that it's been stalling. The other thing that they could do is use the airline called AirTran Airways to get people to where they need to go, and primarily use them in the southern part of the United States, since they mainly service Mexico and the Caribbean. Um, they can do things like schedule a flight from, say, San Diego to Houston to Cancun, but on the way to Cancun, they stop in Houston, pick up some people that are going to Cancun, as well as drop off people that are either going to Dallas or have a connecting flight, and they can continue on that way as well. Now, um, that's only part of the solution. The other problem is they have government investigations going on for their weight distribution, as well as their maintenance logs not being accurate. So what that really needs to come down to is internal audits. They need to be more strict on themselves. They need to come quarterly or every 6 months. And really that is a culture thing. If you take pride in that kind of thing, um, and hold your people accountable to do the right things, I think that they will eventually get it together. And another thing that they could do is have a double sign off sheet. So the mechanic would have to sign off that the plane is okay, as well as whoever that manager is would have to sign off on that. As far as airplane balance and everything, they need to be a little bit more electronic about it, scan the bags, weigh the bags, put it into a system. And that system would have to coordinate where on the plane that should be for where should go for balance. So they can do the internal audits, but they have to be on their game, and otherwise they're going to have a lot more fines coming their way from the FAA. This isn't really a recommendation, but a lot of people on the internet say they need to diversify their fleet. In other words, get different airplanes so they have different ranges. I disagree with that. I feel that the 737s are just fine, especially with the new technology they have now. And the Max 8s are going to be flying in. If not, they're going to have a different version of that to where they have the bugs worked out. And I guarantee you Southwest is going to jump all over that. The range is going to be fine. With the increased range, they can use that to go to Hawaii and use Hawaii as a different hub, as a hub for all the Pacific Islands, like, say, Tahiti or the Cook Islands or Guam. But there's no need to diversify their fleet. They've done things a certain way for a very long time, and it's worked out incredibly for them. Another thing I could recommend is start service to Canada and other places in Mexico and the Caribbean. I think they're missing a huge market in trying to get people from Canada down to the United States or even the Caribbean and such that want to go to warm places. So ultimately, um, the company does a really good job with a lot of things. They're not perfect. And you can almost run with the model of, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. There are some things they have to work on, but the thing they have to work on the most is, probably after this pandemic, would be to try and get people out of the back up in the air. There's going to be a lot of companies that are going to get into a price war with Southwest. Um, and Southwest is actually in a very good position to battle the other companies in the price war. So that's all I have. That's my presentation. Thank you. Have a good one.